So we've totally gutted the interior now. So we've already done a load of sanding inside. We've just charged up the battery, so we're coming back to do some more. So you can see what we're getting on. This cover's still holding up pretty well. So as you can see, table's gone and everything's had a first sand. So all the wood now, we decided we're going to do white. And obviously at the sides here we'll have the backrests, so you won't see that or that. And then in the V-berth we're going to repaint the panels that are up here, so they'll go back in, sand and paint that, sand and paint these bits. This side here there's quite a lot of flaking, so we'll take all that off and repaint that as well. We've just got our new foam for the interior, so we're just doing the final fit of that at the moment. As you can see, we've got rid of the table for now, so that will eventually be like that. We're not going to quite sure what we're going to do with that yet, but most likely it will go back on. So what we're going to do now is we've had the foam cut up from an online company, it's super cheap, and you just choose the rectangle size you want it, and now we're just going to cut it to shape. As you can see here, it's not quite straight, so we're just going to get a ruler, sharpie it off, take it home, and then we'll use I don't know what we'll use to cut that, either the multi-tool or saw maybe. That'll cut off, then it will go off to get upholstered. We've already cut away some of this rotten bulkhead, so the water was coming in here from the tow rails, seeping down here, rotting the bulkhead, so we've cut out the worst of it. It's been on dehumidifier and heater, 3 hours on, 3 hours off for the past 2-3 weeks. Feeling a lot drier in here, especially in this gap that was pretty wet. So I'm quite happy that here can stay, but further down, you can see here, not happy with that. So I'm going to cut a bit more out. See how we go. So I've now cut out a step here, and hopefully this will dry a lot nicer now. As you can see, it's all wet in here. The wetness stops about here. So I'm going to now dig out everything from in here. As you can see, it's all just soaking wet. Okay, we're here in Pickpocket. This is what we did last week. Took off all the tow rails, stanchion bases, and the Genoa track before as well. Water still coming in the boat, so at the moment we're doing the other side. So we've taken off the tow rail, just got the stanchion bases and the Genoa track to go, and then hopefully we'll stop leaking like this happening, which is causing the boat to remain wet. This is the second pump we bought now. That last electric one just wasn't up to the task. It just, we used it once and then I think because we used fuel in it, it broke. So got this manual one now, which has been quite good so far. Right, so we are on the last major bit of deck fitting to take off. As you can see here, we've taken most of the, well, we've taken now the tow rail off, stanchion bases, and now it's just the final bit of the Genoa track, and then we'll hopefully be watertight. Right, it's the 19th of March, back on Pickpocket. I've got Matt down, give me a hand prepping the deck for repainting. So that's what we're going to be doing today, prepping today and then repainting tomorrow. This is Matt wire brushing the deck join. Get all the crud and mud and growth, all this shit out that crack before we put the tow rail back on. Alright. Oh, it's so rusty. Oh yes. Oh yeah. Absolutely corroded to hell. So we're now going to install a windlass, manual windlass to go here, so no more pulling up the chain. Hiya. Got to actually film you getting some work, otherwise you won't believe that you've done it. I'm just worried about that underneath now. We're never going to get that off.
Hey?
You have to buff that out so well.
Oh no, that'll come out with polish, yeah. Renovate a polish to get that out. Oh, back to steering wheel. I'm ready.
So today we are countersinking the holes that are left by the old tow rail before we fill with epoxy.
Would I change my name? I don't know if I'd actually.
Stacked. You can whisper behind my back. You can show me how the odds are up against me all day long. But I've been through the fire and come out alive, and there's no more fear in my eyes. Oh, now I'm rising, and you can't bring me down. You can't stop me now.